With us now, Ophir Falk, foreign policy advisor to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Ophir, great to have you on the show. I want to play some sound of the Israeli Prime Minister talking about President Trump and this strike. Watch.
History will record that President Trump acted to deny the world's most dangerous regime the world's most dangerous weapons. His leadership today has created a pivot of history that can help lead the Middle East and beyond to a future of prosperity and peace.
I mean, he's right, Ophir. This is a new Middle East. You've got Hezbollah, you've got Hamas, and the Houthis seem to be rather neutralized at the point. Iran significantly weaker, and as Netanyahu says, a pivot of history, and it happened in 25 minutes.
Right, absolutely. It was a big win yesterday for civilization. We've been hitting the Iranian regime for the past 10 days, and yesterday was a huge strike on their 3 key nuclear facilities. And America did a great thing for civilization, and we thank them for that, and the President Trump for that.
Yeah, I want to play some more sound. This is from Oklahoma Senator James Lankford talking about alliances, specifically the alliance between Russia and Iran. Here.
Putin is slaughtering the Ukrainians next door using Iranian weapons, as they have done for a very long time now through this war. And so it is not surprising that the two of them continue to be able to ally together. The challenge that we have right now is we cannot have a nuclear-armed Iran. We cannot have an Iran that is the largest state sponsor of terrorism that continues to be able to develop new technologies to be able to attack their neighbors.
And I wonder, Ophir, as the foreign policy advisor to Benjamin Netanyahu, what do you think about the relationships between Iran and Russia, Iran and China, Iran and North Korea? Are you concerned about that at all, sir?
Well, yes, we are concerned, but in essence, Iran is the core of all evil in the Middle East. And as the Prime Minister said, our objective in this operation, the Rise of Lions operation, is to remove the nuclear threat and the ballistic missile threat that has been threatening our country. We've been doing that for the past 10 days. And yesterday was a huge strike that the Americans did on 3 key nuclear facilities, and it was a big win for civilization. As the Prime Minister and the President have said constantly, peace is achieved in this region. Peace is achieved through strength. And yesterday, America showed a lot of strength, and we thank them for that.
Yeah, and I wonder if something happens, if this regime, if the leadership in Iran falls, who do you think, is there a concern about who fills that vacuum?
Well, again, the Prime Minister defined the goal in this operation to remove the nuclear and ballistic missile threat. If as a byproduct, the regime falls, and so be it. But that's a decision that the Iranian people need to make. The Iranian people need to make the decision that after 46 years of oppression, are they better off today than they were 46 years ago? They have to see what they want to do. And it's at the end of the day, it's the Iranian decision. The Iranian people have to decide what they want to do with their future.
Yeah. Ophir Falk, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Tracy.
Hey, it's Will Kane. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News channel on YouTube. It's the best way to get our latest interviews and highlights. And click to subscribe to the Will Kane podcast for full episodes right now.